Am I good? So doing these accountability or these free groups to start off the month or end the month, however you're running them, is really crucial for you guys to get as many people as possible in there. First off, it's free, so there should be no excuse in the book. And second off, it's your responsibility to bring the energy to the room. Like I always tell my coaches, you want coaches, you want awesome challengers, you have to be the number one challenger in the group. You have to comment on everybody's stuff. You have to, I mean, that should go without saying, right? But if you post like, I'm kind of having a crappy day and this isn't working, like nobody's really motivated by that. So I just wanted to kind of start with that, like bring the energy to the room. You know, it's not just Noelle's job to do this. It's really a team effort. And if you guys all get on board, imagine how many other people on the team are going to be like, oh, I want to do this. This is something new. And then it creates FOMO and then more people want to do it and so on and so forth. It's true. So the way that I'm doing it is every morning, one of my coaches is going to be going live. You can do the 3-minute video feature in the app now. I don't know if you guys have seen that. If not, upgrade your app. It's nice because it can be a short motivational video in the morning and it just gives you a little pop of realness. Like, you know, you're going to have challengers in here maybe you haven't spoken to or you never met, and that's the awesome part about it. And we're doing like Motivation Monday, Tasty Tuesday, Workout Wednesday, all that good stuff. Nothing crazy. And I'm going to share the script with Noelle that I am going to be using. And then I don't know if you guys are setting this up, but the way that I'm doing mine is a 2-week-long group. And the second week is going to be a Shakeology party. So when I introduce the idea of a clean eating group, I give them 2 options to sign up. Because, you know, they get 14 days free of Beachbody On Demand if they become a free customer under you guys. I know I can break this down for you, but I say you can do week 1 with just the free workouts, or you can do week 1 and week 2 with the free workouts and try all the Shakeology flavors for $30 because they can get the sampler pack for $30. Most likely they're like, well, yeah, I want to do the free 2 weeks. So that's kind of that. I mean, it's pretty simple. I'm putting a lot of work into it, like maybe even more so than an accountability group, because it will help you get more yeses with Success Club. You know, if you give the energy that you would give to an accountability group, but not to the point where like you're allowing people to walk all over you, because I think that they have to put some skin in the game. So like asking them for before pictures before the group. Asking them for their measurements before the group. It sounds kind of harsh, but like if they can't even do that, you think they're going to pay $160 for a challenge pack? You know? So you want to kind of think about it that way. Like, how can I develop activities of a bomb challenger in this group? Is pretty much how I'm looking at it. Does that kind of help now?
Can you elaborate a little bit more about how you're telling them about the options? Is that what have you told them that yet in your event, or are you doing that like tomorrow?
Yeah, so the event's been going on for a week. I did like a welcome video. Some of my coaches went in there and talked about the accountability group, what to expect. Some of them talked about Sean Week and that they'd have options for those workouts. You know, just like hyping it up. I went and did a Shakeology giveaway. If they tagged 3 friends and added them, little things like that, where you can just like ripple effect, reach more people without you doing the work. And so anybody that had said, yes, I'm interested, I asked them to click going to this event on my Facebook like page. It's like a tailgate for the accountability group, for the clean eating group kind of. And it seems silly, but it puts them all in one place and it allows all of you guys to communicate with them the same way at the same time. So it's not like Noelle's telling her challenger something different than you're telling hers kind of thing. And then we went through this tailgate, and then starting on Wednesday, yesterday, my whole team messaged their individual people and said, you have 2 options to sign up. Week 1 with the free workouts, or week 1 and week 2 with the Shakeology sampler pack. Because they can't get into the Tracker app without being a customer under you. I can't hear you. Noelle, I can't hear you.
So with the adding 3 people, that was a part of your Shakeology giveaway?
Yeah, so like I had them invite 3 people to the event to check it out and see if they might be interested. And they would tag their 3 people in the post.
And that would be 1 person.
But that's just like
1
details.
sample. I know, I'm just trying to understand, like,
that's not that important. It's just little things that you can build up month to month, because ideally you guys start doing this every single month and you make it easier for your new coaches to get easy wins, because that's the biggest thing as a new coach. You're scared as heck. You don't want to invite because you feel weird about it. But if you can invite to a free group, people usually say yes to it, and they're going to get, 5 to 10 people on there. 2 to 3 of them say yes and continue on their success club. What else, Noelle?
Well, so you guys, Danielle has been doing this awesome training that I'm going to do next month through a guy named Josh Coates. And he is a part of the Maxwell group. So it's John C. Maxwell's
leadership
group. Yeah. And so each person in that group, they do their own type of thing. This is what Josh Coates specializes in, working with beachbody coaches and bringing them to the next level. I actually got to hear him live at a Super Saturday event 2 Super Saturdays ago, and he's just on fire. Like, he's that type of guy that just pulls you in with every word that he says. And so she's doing a training, one of his trainings, and it's just blowing up her mindset. And so I just kind of wanted you to talk about some of the things that you've learned and what that's doing for your business and for your mindset.
Mm-hmm. So I would say since I've started coaching, I've always been the person, I do it at work, I'm not going to lie, that I have YouTube in my ears. I'm talking 3, 4, 5, 6 hours a day sometimes, because I want to grow fast, and I can't grow fast without growing my mindset and elevating my mindset to where I want to go. So I was kind of feeling the past couple months, Noelle and I were hitting our goals, but we weren't moving in the way we wanted to move, or we were kind of plateauing at like an income growth and reaching new coaches and growing our teams. And so I felt like it was time for me to invest back into my business and do a training for myself, because so often, we give our new coaches training, and I'm doing personal development, but not something to this extent. So I've watched Josh Coates. You can go onto his YouTube. He has plenty of free videos on there. I love his kind of nature. He's a little bit of tough love, so I do well with that. Maybe that's not your jam, but test it out. And he works with a lot of the elite coaches, top 10 coaches, in simply pushing your limits. And one of his taglines is "Let's puke together," because it's just like, get over your freaking self and do the work, right? And that may be a little harsh. This business is simple, guys. It's connecting with people, figuring out where the holes are in their life, and giving them the solution to live a more fulfilled, healthy life. And when you think about it like that, it's like, well, shoot, why am I making up excuses to do my power hour? Why am I making up excuses to do, checking into my challenge group and coming up with a new one? It's because your mission and your vision is not strong enough. And that may be like, ooh. So he had us, I'll give you kind of an exercise you guys can take and use. So he had us think of 3 power words that we felt we wanted to be a part of our mission. So like, what would you want to help people do? And so for me, it was to inspire and empower others to embrace their inner glow. So it's empower, inspire, embrace were my 3 power words. And then you make one short little snippet. It's not a sentence. It's not multiple adjectives. It's literally just strong and powerful. And I'm going to I think I'm going to go on Etsy and like create a sign or something for my office, because I feel like sometimes we lose sight of why we're doing this. We just sit at the computer, the daily grind gets us. And I felt like I was going through the motions a little bit. Like, yeah, I still my goals and was growing, but it wasn't in a way that I felt good about it, if that makes sense. So I don't know what it has been with this training, but I've already helped 8 people this month in 8 days. And it's not to brag, but it's to show you when you break through those cobwebs in your mind and you stop telling yourself all the negative things about yourself and you stop letting other negative people bring you down, right? You guys hear no's, you hear excuses, you hear naysayers. That's part of this journey. And if you can train your brain to just say like, oh, well, go on to the next one, you know, like, not that you don't care about them, but it's having a 50-50 relationship of like caring about people, but also challenging yourself and going beyond your limits and having a limitless mindset. And I think we just, I go back to this quote all the time. I heard on the Success Club trip last year. I'm throwing out quotes tonight. Amy Silverman said the biggest thing coaches and especially new coaches can do to kill their business is overthink things. We think too much. Why are you thinking? You're not doing, you're not moving, you're not taking action. You don't need to know everything. My coaches laughed at me this week because I didn't know how to generate some link for something. And they're like, how did you not know that? Well, you don't need to know everything to be a 2-star diamond. And you don't need to know everything to make a full-time income. Noelle doesn't know everything either. So stop thinking and just do, stop wondering what that person's going to think of you. Stop assuming that person's going to say no, so you're not going to message them. Stop just like thinking, oh, well, I checked in under my power hour, so that was enough, right? No, you guys should be so passionate. You want to almost work all the time. And I'm not saying to not have balance in your life, but to get to where Noelle and I have been, we've grinded, guys. We have stayed up. We've gotten up early. We have put in sacrifice, time, and effort. And everybody's goals are different. I'm not telling you to like work 24/7, but I am telling you to like get over your damn self, right? All of you have the potential to be where we are. You just have to unleash it. You have to let it come out. You have to embrace it and go after it and just, you already know what it feels like to miss a goal, right? Everybody's missed goals. Why not just go for it? Why not just 10x what you're doing? Why not just get over your mindset and commit to a program? There's nothing like being on a journey. And I think being on Shift Shop has obviously helped me with that as well. But why can't you do a test group of your program this month? Right? Nobody outside of Beachbody knows what the heck a Shift Shop is or what a test group is or what an accountability group is. They could give 2 shits. Hopefully there's no kids around. They don't care about that. What they buy from you guys is your confidence. They buy from you your ability to empower them. They buy your inspiration. They buy your consistency. They buy your leadership and your ability to make them feel like they can conquer the world. And so when I look at my posts each week, I ask myself, am I doing that? Or am I just posting up a workout selfie? Who the heck cares? Newsflash, most of our generation does not care about eating healthy and does not really care about working out. If they do care about working out, it's so that they burn off whatever crap they ate. So we need to talk like that in our posts. We need to speak to that mindset. Because guess what? Nobody wants to give up alcohol. Nobody wants to give up happy hours and time with their friends and stuff like that. So we have to I don't know. I just think that this business, you have to be completely selfless if you want to go to big places. Because if you give yourself excuses, that's being selfish, that you're not changing somebody else's life. I had a girl sign up with me this month who I'd been messaging since December, what was it? It was like a good 14 months and she had never answered me. But I just every 90 days, I just send her a message. Hey, saw your pictures at whatever. How are you? Been thinking of you. And we don't know each other. So it's just consistency. And I asked her, she finally answered me and she's like, I need your help. And I'm like, why are you finally saying yes and choosing now to be the time and choosing me? And she's like, because I've seen your hard work and consistency and I know that I'm in good hands to meet my goals. That took 14 months, guys. Like, that's how you have to treat this. This business is not instant gratification. I'm sure Noelle's told you this, but like the work you put in now, it may not pay off until 14 months from now. Are you going to commit to still showing up anyways? I don't know if you guys have ever seen that. I love this image, and I can send it to Noelle. There's two guys, one on the bottom, one on the top, and they both have like one of those tools to go mining for diamonds. And the one, he keeps going, he keeps going, he keeps going, and you can see the pile of diamonds. And the other guy is like this close to the diamonds, and he's walking away with his tool. And the other guy just keeps going, keeps pumping the well, and he's going to get to the diamonds. You know, it's like the gold rush. Who's going to get there the fastest by working the hardest, committing the most, and never giving up? It's just a marathon. So I don't know, there's been a shift, and like obviously Shift Shop's coming out. I hope you guys are taking advantage of that. You should be sharing the results of others, not just myself, you know, asking them if you can, and hyping up Shift Shop by committing to your program for the next 30 days and showing that consistency every single day. I don't get high likes on my stuff, but that consistency of showing my workout every single day without a shadow of a doubt, my future challengers know that I'm going to show up just like that in the challenge group. You know, it builds the honesty and the trust factor before we even talk. So I think, you know, if you're struggling or you're not hitting your goals, it's all in your mind. Literally, and that's a blessing and a curse, because it's the hardest thing to overcome, but you are the driver's seat of your mind. Nobody else influences your mind. You control it. So it's your job to consistently elevate the way you think so that you can continue to help others. Because you all, you know, you all love Beachbody. You all have seen results. You all have given more of yourself and shared more of your story and gotten more confident. But you still have room to grow, and that's the beautiful part of the journey. And you get to grow by opening your heart to others and helping them do the same thing. So that's my little preacher's thoughts.
That's awesome, because, I mean, you were just reminded me of so much stuff that, like, you know, I experience lots of doubt, you know, and I have a team. And so if I know I'm experiencing that, I know that, you know, people on the team are experiencing that too. You guys, since we have Danielle here, do you have any questions, anything that you're working through that you'd like to chat with her about? Because it's really great to have an outside perspective than just like hearing from me and, you know, hearing from her tough love. I know Brittany's got her thinking face on.
I do. It's like, I think I know the answers to it already, and I think it's a very individual thing. But like, the thing I'm kind of having a tough time with is trying to figure out how to fit it all in a month. And Noelle had sent me a really helpful YouTube video, and I don't know whether it's just because I'm new and I'm just like trying to get everything in as much as I can. And I'm just like, there's a learning curve that's happening, but does it get easier over time, I guess? Like, do you feel like you have something down, like more than just a day-to-day routine, but like with planning all of your groups, like, do you feel pretty confident in that, like, as time has gone on?
Well, I think everybody has their strengths and weaknesses, and something I'm really bad at is delegating. I like to be a control freak. But as far as my power hour, yeah, like without a shadow of a doubt, every day it's in my face and it's done. Like, that's just a non-negotiable in my head. As far as groups go, I try to delegate them because, and here's the other thing that I heard on a video today. You guys do not need to come up with new content for your groups. If that stresses you out, it's called GOOGLE, Search Challenge Group Scripts. Mm-hmm. I don't like coming up with them. I like having something made and me putting my individual twist on it, but I don't like coming up with that. That's not building my team. That's not building my income. It's an extra fun thing. It's important, But don't feel like you have to come up with group content. There's so much content on Google from other coaches. Like, just go there and find stuff you like and pick a few and rotate them.
Okay.
Your challengers don't remember one post from 60 days ago. Seriously.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think that's really important, Brittany, because you know, for the longest time, and when Danielle and I were first starting coaches, we didn't understand the resources out there. We didn't know about Postcron. We didn't have the Challenger app that actually lets you schedule stuff. So like every day we'd be like, right before we're creating all these posts, and like it was so exhausting. And then we had this guilt because a lot of the people would roll over and we're like, oh, I gotta find a new graphic to match with that. But like even Beachbody has group stuff in the back office. And when I did my first challenge group my first test group with 22-minute hardcore, that's all I did. And then other things, I would throw bonus things up when I had the chance, like, you know, sharing my experience, because people look at that as like, there's a slap of motivation. Oh, there's a bit of Noelle's personality. Oh, she's checking. Yeah. What matters more to your challengers is those little check-ins that you do when they post something. Or even when you call them out and you do a post like, Brittany, where are you at? How's your workout going today? That means way more to them than seeing a super long, well-thought-out post about eating potato, you know?
Okay.
So I would take that pressure off that you have to be this super like creative, authentic, like I create everything for you. This is my original content person. That's exhausting. One other thing I'm going to say is our Star Diamond coach, 15-star Diamond coach, Elizabeth Harkey, she hires people to do that for her. She literally has someone that she pays to do her media. She's not making those. Some of her Instagram stuff she does, but most of the ads and things in her challenge group, she's not doing it. Because for her, mentoring her coaches is what builds her business. You know?
That makes a lot of, like, I hadn't thought about it like that, and hearing, like, you and Danielle talk about, like, you know, that's not where your focus is. Like, yes, it's a really important part of, like, keeping repeat customers and, like, keeping, like, people motivated, but I hadn't really thought about that. I knew those resources were there, but I mean, like literally this week in my like free group, I posted a live video because I was just so desperate. I was like, what? I'm just going to show them, like, I'm putting together a crock pot. I've never done a live video before. And I was like, I'm fed up.
But see how much easier that is? Because you can, instead of sitting there picking a picture, you're like, hey guys, it's Wednesday. This is what I'm eating for breakfast. What are you eating?
Yeah. It was a lot easier and everybody watched it. It's like, screw you.
That's a game changer.
But here's the thing, like you have to remember where the social media world's going. This is a whole different topic. It's short and sweet videos. People don't have time to sit there and read. Mm-hmm. They shouldn't be texting in their car, but they are. So like if you're writing 5-paragraph long things, nobody's going to read that.
Yeah.
Like I feel bad because you're probably putting in a lot of work to it, but talk about it live, whatever topic you want to do instead. That works well for you and your challengers.
She is great on video. She really is. Did you have any other questions you wanted to ask Danielle?
Sorry. I can't think of anything off the top of my head right now. I mean, I feel like there are a lot of thoughts like pinging around in my head, but nothing.
What's going well?
What's going well is like I like sat down yesterday and I got super inspired and I was actually watching some of Elizabeth's videos because I figured I'm like somehow involved in that team in some capacity.
Yeah, grandma.
So I started watching some stuff by her and like her little breakdown of like what her power hour kind of looks like and like how she did it when she first started. And that kind of made me go, okay, like I need to really refocus this. I felt like I was just all over the place. So like this morning it worked really well. I got up at 5:30 and I sat down and I went, okay, for an hour and a half, this is going to be like what I'm focusing on, which is inviting people to my actual like paying group in July, inviting people to the group that you and I are doing, and following up with all the people that I sent invites to 2 days ago. Like 48 hours, like if I haven't heard from them, I like go, hey, what's going on? So I've been like really ramping that up, and that feels like I feel like really in control and like calm now because I know like I did what I was supposed to do already. So now whatever I'm planning and doing on top of that, that's like bonus material. So, and I like was listening to her talk about how she does, and I know so many coaches do this. I know y'all do this too, like day 2 out of 45 or day, whatever. And I realized like, I'm not actually sharing my journey. I'm just like, hey, my legs look great. And that's fine, but I'm not actually showing them like progression necessarily in a really like tangible manner. So I'm going to do that. So.
Yeah. So maybe every day you come up with like a post you want to do. That's something else that's part of my training. Like he has 2 types of posts we have to do. Like today it was a live video, or maybe it was yesterday. Yesterday was a live video and like an engagement post, like asking a question of your people. Mm-hmm. So like, which dress should I wear? A or B kind of thing. Stupid, silly stuff. And every Friday we have to do a progress photo. So tomorrow I have to do one.
Okay. I have an idea. Am I muted? No. Brittany, a really great idea for you is which dress should I have my Scarlett in for 4th of July? You just got those new dresses,
Oh,
get that engagement, because the more people that are seeing your stuff and commenting, that means Facebook's going to allow them to see it again.
Yeah, that is a good.
Kids always get likes.
Kids and animals.
Yeah.
Or spouses. Same.
I have cats, and some people feel really passionate about disliking cats.
That's a special niche. Don't knock it. It's a niche.
That's true. They are crazy cats.
Jordan, do you have anything that you want to ask our beautiful Danielle?
So beautiful right now.
Yeah, you are.
Can you hear me?
Yeah.
Sorry. My internet's out right now, so I'm going off of data and I don't really have much bars.
Well, hurry up.
So I don't really have anything to ask, but one thing I'll say, I mentioned you earlier this week about this journal that you gave me at Summit last year. And how I put all the notes from like the leadership ladders and stuff. Mm-hmm. And when I was going to I guess during the week, I was like, oh, when I get home, I'm going to put all these into action and all this stuff. And I remember we had talked going out to dinner, and I was like, so how do you fit all this into your schedule? Because I know you're busy all the time. And when you told me, I was like, damn, she's badass. She's like such a hustler. And I was like, I need to be like that. And so instead, I was talking in the video like how I was acted more like a sponge, but I did not squeeze any single thing that I learned there, and like from you, from everyone I met, the leadership ladders. And I came home and I got stuck in my head, and in my mind I'm like thinking of all these great things I could say or post about or talk to people about, and nothing came out. And I think I get caught up in my head so much and wrapped around like taking care of Joe in the morning and not taking care of myself. So I realized I need to be a little more selfish and get shit done. And I think the only way to do that is waking up early in the morning like you had suggested. And because of that, my business sucked the rest of the year 2016 and basically just about 2017 right now. So that's something that I'm working on and just trying to let things go and actually do my personal development like I said I was going to do, and stop compromising with my old habits and stuff, and just.
Well, don't put out into the world that your business sucked, because that's not a good mindset. So you are figuring stuff out. And so you're going to stop overthinking. You're going to get up early when there's no distractions. I love doing messages and everything in the morning because nobody messages me back. And it's awesome because you can get 30 follow-ups out and that they're done, I don't have to go back and forth. So many of my coaches do that. They think they have to answer. And I'm like, you talk to one person for 30 minutes. Like, that's not building your business, So I highly recommend just getting up in the morning. And it takes time to get used to. And there's some days I'm not perfect. But it feels damn good when I come home and I'm like, okay, anything I can do now is the extra stuff. I can recognize my coaches. I can check into my challenge group, that kind of stuff. Where, if that doesn't happen, it doesn't happen. Of course, check into your challenge group, but you know what I mean? But yeah, go through your summit stuff from last year and make a list of 10 items you want to focus on the rest of the year. And then just focus on one this month and then one the next month so that you feel like you're moving forward. That's something I do at Summit every year is I keep the first couple pages blank and I make an action list. And I'm sure my action list, I probably haven't done half the stuff on there. It doesn't mean you're not still building your business, but you want to be helping people. And so it takes hard work. It's simple, but it takes consistency and showing up every day.
Yep. So I guess I wanted something that Danielle said that I want to make a challenge for you guys and for the rest of the team when I share it is I do those 3 power words. And on the lock screen of my phone, which every time I try to open it, it just here. It's a picture of me looking fierce, and my 3 words made into like a phrase is to empower others to live unapologetically fierce. So empower, unapologetically, and then fierce. Those are my 3 power words because that defines what I want to give people. So from that, taking a moment to think about what it is you want to be giving. What are you giving people? And another way to look at that is how are you serving people? And when you sit there and think, how am I serving people? What do I want to give back? I think that helped me generate those 3 words. And I challenge you to find a fierce picture of yourself, put those words in a graphic and, meme yourself and put that somewhere where you can see it. I love Danielle's idea about making an Etsy picture of some sort. So that's your homework, guys. As well as congrats to Jordan. She's the first one to get Success Club on the board. And
nice.
we need to follow up. We need to get on her. She lit the fire. We need to catch the flame and keep going. So my goal is to help 3 people by this weekend. So we got this. Oh, I forgot to tell you guys, my mom's coming in town to help
No
me.
way.
Yeah. It's like, that's how I'm investing in my business right now. Paid for her flight to come out here so she can distract Nolan so I can focus. Woo! True story.
Awesome.
So Danielle, thank you so much for hopping on. We really appreciated your tough love and your nuggets, and I love you, and I'm so thankful that you take the time to invest in our team.
Of course, guys. Go crush it. Make yourself proud.
Yep. Thank you. Thanks, ladies, for hopping on. See ya.
Thank you.